Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 166 of the Daily Stoic. All right, let's get going with the quote here. Here it is. To the youngster talking nonsense, Zeno said, "The reason why you have two ears and only one mouth is so we might listen more and talk less." I finally got it right. So, as I was reading this quote today, the thing that kept coming to my mind is a lot of times we have a lot of people who they might talk a lot, they might say a lot of things, but it's almost like they don't learn or they don't comprehend things because they're constantly talking all the time. Or they're always trying to um, instill their wisdom upon you instead of listening to what you have to say and trying to build a bond with you. I think a lot of times, especially like in sales and business, like things in that nature today that we deal with, that a lot of times people are busy talking, trying to get their point across, trying to throw their pitch out there, trying to sell people on things without actually taking the time to build a relationship or taking the time to listen to the other person and hear what it is that they need, and then internalizing that into themselves and seeing how they might be able to provide a value back to that person. I think that's one of the things that's lost today. And I think that when we talk a lot about building relationships, I think that's where a lot of people fall down, is the fact that they don't take the time to listen to people, to really listen. I mean, I think when these people are talking, and they're trying to get their sales pitch out and they're trying to get their point across, they may hear what people say, but they're not listening to what people are saying. And I think there's a big difference between hearing someone, and a lot of times when I think about hearing someone, I think about like Charlie Brown, you know, how he always heard that teacher in the background, and he was just like tuned out. And I think that's the way a lot of people are today. I think they hear people, but they're not listening. To me, listening is an active thing that we have to do. We have to be engaged in the conversation. We have to be listening to the other person, like when the other person is saying, well, you know, this application just doesn't have the functionality that I was looking for. If you're a salesperson who's just hearing that, you throw things back like, well, you know, I understand that, you know, but this is what the product does, and we can cut you a deal on this because X, Y, and Z. If it's not exactly what you want, or why don't you just try it out for a little bit and see if, you know, if maybe your process can change and you like it, those types of things. That's hearing. That's hearing a person. But if you're listening to a person and they say that, well, it doesn't really have the functionality I'm looking for. If you're really listening to that person, if you're really trying to engage with that person, if you're really trying to build a relationship with that person, then your answers back to them would be more like, so what is it exactly that you feel it's missing? What does it not do that you want it to do? Has there been other products that you have used that do that thing that you're saying is missing here? Those are the type of questions you would ask then. So this quote to me today really brought that kind of to the forefront for me about the hearing and the listening. But there is a few things too I want to share with you directly from Ryan Holiday as he talks about this. There's 3 different things that he mentions here, and you'll see that his interpretation of the quote is a little bit different than mine, but when I heard this quote, that's what it meant to me. But let me just read these things to you from Ryan Holiday, because this is also very, very important. All right, so let me share this with you. This is from Ryan Holiday in his book, The Daily Stoic. He says, first, the wise seem to manage expectations as much as possible. They rarely expect what isn't possible in the first place. Second, the wise always consider both the best and worst case scenarios. They don't just think about what they wish to happen, but also what very realistically can happen if things were to suddenly turn. Third, the wise act with a reverse clause, meaning that they not only consider what might go wrong, but they are prepared for that to be exactly what they want to happen. It is an opportunity for excellence and virtue. And I thought those three things were really important. And so I wanted to make sure that you guys got those, just in case maybe you don't have the book. I wanted to make sure that you guys got that wisdom also from Ryan Holiday. So that's what this quote means to me today. I'd love to hear what this quote means to you. I hope that you'll take some time, read it, think about it, ponder it, and then leave your thoughts and comments below this video and let's you and I have a conversation about it, all right? So until tomorrow, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, let's you and I strive harder each and every day to live life more like a Stoic.